It was my dream tonight. Now this is interesting. I don't have an idea how to interpret it, but it has to do with my past. It's a dream only, but it has to do with my past because the setting of the dream is my family, my father. My father and my mother live on both, not around in this world anymore, but in the dream they are there. And I am the child, and I'm lying down on the bed. And my father is kind of angry with me, asking me to do something which I was reluctant to do. And then my mother is kind of beside me on the bed, sitting beside me, I guess comforting me, like it always happened in the days of my youth. And my father would punish me, and my mother would always be beside me, guarding me, so to speak. And then, and what was I doing on the bed? I was just lying on the bed, tossing about maybe, and then I felt something was on the back of my body, and my mother was kind of something like comforting me. Okay, comforting me. So that's what happened in the dream. I woke up from the dream with a solid idea of presence, and I couldn't forget it. Most dreams are forgotten, right? Yeah. But of course, glimmers of it would appear, and I can remember and so interpret them. But this dream is very strong. It cannot be forgotten. You know, I didn't even make my point to remember it, but I'm still remembering it in my mind. And why? Because the presence was available and strong while this dream is taking place. So I'm remembering the dream, and as I'm trying to interpret what's happening, I guess what was appearing on my back must be the lashes that my father would have caned me with. So most likely, and my mother was holding my back in order to comfort me from the caning. I think it must be like that. But then I was still a demon. I was still stubborn, not listening to what my father is saying or wanted me to do. And what amazes me is that this afternoon, just about half an hour ago, I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was telling him that my father and mother brings a lot of comfort to me. I mean, just holding two pictures of him and revering him with the two pictures would bring comfort to me. That's right, just being close to them, even in a picture form. I don't know why, but it brings comfort to me. And so the question mark in my mind is, my youth was filled with a certain amount of resentment or anger against my father. But right now, at this age, and my father is passed on, I still feel I wanted to connect back with him. I want to understand more of him. I just wanted to be very close to him, to know him, because all that is him would be still in me. So it's quite amazing to me. What amazes me is that the memory of the resentment is still in my dream, right? But yet, right now, while still in my dream, right, I revere them. And I revere them, and I will seek to be with them. And pictures will help. Just having pictures close to me in my home will give me some kind of mysterious comfort. So what is happening? Just last night, this dream occurred, and an hour ago, I was with a friend talking about how much comfort my parents are to me. So this is not a coincidence. In a mysterious way, dreams are kind of predicted, right? But is it really predicted, or is it because there is no time whatsoever? What I'm seeing now and what I'm having a dream, they're all taking place at the same time. You see, I'm imagining a time distance, but in truth, there's really no time moving whatsoever. Whereas, right the day I was born to today, all the pictures that are being showed to me actually occurred at one singular moment. But in my mind, they were split up to various pictures across distance and time. All the reactions that I've had, all the fun that I had, all the emotions that went through all these many years since my birth, they were just real only in space-time. But yet at one singular moment, all of it took place as I am. Thinking about it, you realize that maybe there's an explanation why all the anger that I had when I was a boy and my father gave me lashes after lashes, and my mother had to comfort me. Why had they disappeared from me? Because they were actually balanced up. It explains for the love that I'm now having and the closeness that I'm having with my parents right now. There's really nothing lost and nothing gained. It opens up in space-time and it balances to zero. And this explains why I don't feel a single anger against my dad today, in the same way that I felt so much anger against my dad that day. And why? Because it balances off. And it also explains another very important point. I am is just breath. So it's open in space-time, and you live in space-time, and you can feel the emotions as space-time. When divided, you can feel the anger and the love. But it's also just plain breath when it returns back to unity. That's why when breath is breathed deeply, in such a way that I could feel the nearness of me to me, all is sorted out. All is sorted out because breath is I am, that I am. Breath is a singular point, whereas space-time has got distance and time. You experience space-time, but it's so real. Of course it is real. You are part of space-time. You're a thought existence. But at the same time, you're also a breath. And I am is the breath. Whereas space-time is creator, but I am is not created. I am is breath that's never been created. And I am is singular, whereas space-time is spread out with distance and time. But they are both kind of real. And you say that A causes B and B causes C. All are wrong. It's simply that evil came because there was a goodness somewhere. In a way, they cause each other. But the causation is because of the split into two from one unity. There never was a true causation. I cause B simply because I'm one with B. I did not really cause B. I became one with B. But what I'm saying is that every experiences that I'm having, there is nothing to blame on. There is nothing to say that guy causes it on me. In short, there is no evil whatsoever. Because everything is just a one that splits into two. And I'm both the cause and the uncaused. I'm the observer as well as the observed. Nothing else, but all that is I. So when I realized that, when I think of the anger that I had when my dad was killing me, all of it is gone. And it's this anger that today is love, expressed from the other side. So what is there to worry? What is there to argue or to consider? For everything moves according to this tremendous will of the eye. I'm thinking that this guy called George uses my credits and didn't pay for it. But in truth, I'm also the guy called George. And I'm also the credit. There's really nothing. I'm exactly on the reverse side as well, where everything is me. And when the lady at the Kong Wai Siu arguing and restricting us from our gym work, there's no restriction. She's just really doing what exactly is the will of the eye, which I cannot comprehend right now, couldn't see. But it is created in space-time, but it's on the other side of me. It's still me.